Hello, darling, my old friend. I'm here to read for you again. Hello, what's up? Cellulite Love Tarot, or Hillary for short. I hope that you had a fantastic weekend and that you are feeling wonderful today. Hope you don't have too bad of a case of the Mondays. Hope it's a good Monday. Let's see. It is Manifestation Monday here on my channel, and as I was sort of getting tapped into the energy for today, I heard that today's reading is actually going to be about why certain things are manifesting in your reality. So that's a little different than what I usually do, because I usually try to do helpful information on how to manifest and reminders and stuff. But we're going to see why certain things are manifesting in your reality. Okay? I guess in there should be some information about how to change that if you aren't so happy with it.
Quick heads up. If you want to skip ahead, there is a timestamp in the description box.
But in other news, look at this adorable Cellulite Love Tarot cute little mug. You know, I've had a lot of fun creating merchandise because even just for myself, I'm like, I never thought that I would do anything like this, you know, like 4 years ago, just never thought I would do anything like this. So it's so cool for me to have little things with like little pieces of me on it, you know, my passion. So it's so cute. It's itty bitty. I'm so used to like the big old like soup bowl type mugs. But it feels dainty and quaint. It's a little quainty, yes. It's adorable. I love it. And on the back, so it says Cellulite Love Tarot. And then on this side it says, hello, darling. And it's got some tarot card, you know, little illustration of tarot card. But hello, darling. Hello, darling, my old friend. It's adorable. I think it's so cute. I can't believe that this is life. Okay. All right, let's jump into the reading. Let's quickly for you. I've been having so much fun making things and being creative. I'm like, yeah, it's so exciting. It's so exciting to have things that I made. I made that. I made that. Spirit, my higher self, my darling higher self, thank you so much for using me as a channel to guide and instruct. I ask for the most clear and concise messages, information, feelings, and sensations to flow through me for the betterment of my darling and for the highest good of everyone involved. Thank you so much, Spirit. And thank you for being here. I'm going to sit here for a second and shuffle because I was just told to sort of very intentionally tap into the energy and sort of step outside of my process. Okay. Okay. All right. Let's see. Spirit, tell me about my darling. Who am I reading for? And what do you want to tell them is going on? Why they're manifesting certain things in their life? What's the energy around them? Shift. Stormy. Probably covering up the letters. My apologies. We got 9 and 21. I feel like something shifted around you unfavorably. Okay? I feel like there was a gust of wind in your manifestations, in your energy, in your life. Just like a sudden gust, like a change in the winds. And it was not necessarily welcomed. Not necessarily enjoyable. And I feel like that set your shit, like you thought that you were sailing in one direction for your life. You thought you set your sails in one direction, but then this gust of wind blows and it shifts you in a different direction. What is going on? Do you want all of those? Yes. Okay. Past life, 12. Transmute, 44. Time, 41. Death, 36. Earth, 11. Power, 46. And spiritual cleansing, 50. We got guides on the bottom, and look at that, it looks like waves. Number 7. Waves, and then water. And trust. Yeah, you're not very happy with the way things are going right now. You're like, what, why the frick is this happening? I've been on my game. I've had my sights set on where I need to go, and then life just came and blew me off course. And I don't understand. I don't understand why this is happening. I don't understand why this is happening. And I'm like, I feel like you're very emotional about it. Like, I feel like you're getting hit with wave after wave of emotion. Wave after wave of emotion. And because of that, you're having a hard time trusting in your ability to manifest, and manifesting being real, and you having power to create the reality that you desire. There is something here. Certain things are manifesting because you have a past life issue that is transmuting, okay? There is some like an old timeline here, if you believe in that, okay? There's an old timeline, an old something that is transmuting, okay? I don't know. I feel like this could be in regards to like, you know what this is? Okay. I feel like whatever you're trying to create in your life, it is meant to bring you a sense of power and spiritual empowerment, spiritual alignment. Like, you feel very drawn to it. And so you're like, why am I facing so much resistance to this, you know, manifesting tangibly? Why does it feel like I'm hitting roadblock after roadblock? I feel like I am being pulled out of my power. And there is something here about a past life circumstance that was very similar, that you have like, it's almost like spiritual trauma, okay? I don't know if you're aware of this. This might be something that you know about from your Akashic records. I don't know hardly anything about this, okay? So this is all the deep stuff. But this might be something that you have been aware of. It's almost like the same sort of course, or the same sort of level of power was a problem in a past life. It's something that like, it's something that like you could have literally been persecuted for at one point in your timelines. And so that's why we have sort of like this resistance to manifesting it again. Like, we just have, there's like this, a blockage. I feel like it's a blockage in our crown chakra to this actually being able to flow through all the way down and root into the earth, into actualizing. Okay. This keeps happening because there's something that we need to spiritually cleanse. There's something that we need to spiritually cleanse. I feel like maybe the sensation I'm getting here is that like this path that you're on, this path that you're trying to manifest, or that you're trying to create, or you're trying to create ease and flow into this, that keeps just coming up on stormy sea after stormy sea. It's like there is spiritual unease, and it feels like what you're looking for is that whatever this idea that you have, that you're trying to manifest, that you're trying to push through, whatever you have your sights set on, 919 on the timer here, as I saw that. Look up that number, 919. Tell me what you were thinking about, how this is relating to you. You don't have to tell me, but I'm just like, tell yourself. 919, look that up, look up those numbers. Figure out what that's trying to say to you, okay? But anyways, okay. I feel like there is something, you have spiritual unease, and you feel like whatever you're trying to manifest is what is going to bring in the spiritual ease. Like you're at dis-ease. Could have to do with disease or past life disease, dis-ease. Man, there's been so many wordplay things happening right before I started this reading, and then this like disease, dis-ease. And then before I was starting this reading, I was hearing real eyes, realize, real lies. Real eyes, realize, real lies. Disease, dis-ease. I'm not sure what this has to do with. It's almost like there's a lie that we're telling ourselves. It could be, we could have like a spiritual blockage that is lying to us. Something that we need to really cleanse and purge from our system. Like, I'm viewing like a clogged artery. Realize, realize, real lies. Realize, real lies. I was hearing a fib, and now I'm hearing a fibrillator. Isn't that like the heart? Like an AFib? Clogged artery. There is something here that is blocking our blood right. Our birthright, it's in our DNA. Spiritual DNA. Like something that is disempowering us. And it's like a threat to what we think is our life. Death. What we think is our life. This is something that we're having a hard time manifesting out of because this is something that like subdued us at one point. We ended up disempowered. We could have been betrayed about this certain thing in past lives. There's a need to cleanse this. There's a need, like I'm like viewing cleansing, going on cleanses, and I'm not recommending that you go on any sort of diet cleanse, okay? But like some people do that. My grandpa used to do the lemonade diet, and it was like it was like lemon juice and cayenne pepper and honey, maybe garlic, and he used to do that for like a month. I forget. I don't recommend that, but there's something here about like purging, like clearing out. Not destructions. What is that? Blockages. Okay, I'm just going to get into tarot because there's something that we're not trusting here. It's like we are not trusting that we're going to be okay, that we're going to find power again. Okay, Spirit, I'm so you be confusing me sometimes, Spirit. I'm trying to help people. I don't know if I'm helping anyone. And Spirit just said, it doesn't matter if you know whether or not you're helping someone. All that matters is that I'm helping someone. Not me, I'm helping someone. That Spirit's helping someone. Our unified Spirit is helping whoever needs this. And I don't really need to know about it. It's none of my business. Oh, Spirit. I got it. I got you. I respect that. You right. When you right, Spirit. I realize. AFib. Okay, I need a signifier for my darling. Okay, give me a signifier for my darling here. What energy is my darling in? Queen of Pentacles, very health conscious. Spiritual health, tangible health, wanting things here physically, tangibly, healing something. You maybe have lived a life stark opposite of being conscious of what you're thinking, consuming. That could be consuming, food-wise, energy-wise, media-wise, I'm hearing. What you're consuming is truth. Maybe you've been kind of frivolous with that in time. And so now you're like very aware of that. I feel like your energy is like, I kind of miss the way that I once was so sure and empowered in myself with the Knight of Wands. I kind of miss that with this Four of Swords. I miss that energy, but at the same time, I was somewhat destructive with myself in that energy. And now it's like I'm sitting here and I have to be very careful with what I am involved in, what I'm consuming, what I'm influenced in. I have to be very careful. Yeah. Had to be very careful. And then I saw the 10 of Swords. Where did that go? You're not going to show me now? Okay. I saw there it is. And there's Temperance there too. Do you see that? Here's the 10 of Swords and Temperance. But the 7 of Wands and Death. Like, you might literally be having some health stuff going on. If you have real health stuff going on and you are seriously worried about your health, first of all, I'm so sorry. I know I can't imagine how difficult that is to process. Okay, and to still have hope and to still feel empowered and like you can be the best version of your tangible self here. Okay. No part of this is going to be health guidance because I'm not a doctor. Okay, but this is maybe something that might help with some level of acceptance or mindset shift. Okay, shift. Okay, let's get into it. Spirit, what is Darling manifesting in their life and why is it manifesting right now? What has been manifesting that Darling needs to know why? Strength. You're trying to get back up on your feet. An overcoming spirit. There's a song, I don't know who sings it. This is from back when I was a Christian, and it's called Overcomer. You're an overcomer. I don't remember the words. I don't remember. Man, that's all I remember. You're an overcomer. Okay. So you're manifesting a reason to be strong. Okay. You're manifesting a reason to be strong. And why is that manifesting? Why is, like, what, how is that manifesting? Sun. Both Leo energy. This could literally be happening, like, now and into Leo season. 2 of Cups. You're manifesting a reason to be strong. I asked why, and it said the Sun. Because you want to feel empowered. You want to feel lighthearted again. You want to feel free. You don't want to feel like you have restrictions. You want to feel carefree again. Some of you really need to spend time in the Sun for both spiritual and medical reasons. Like obviously with SPF, okay? But there's something about like vitamins, like vitamin D. Okay? This is really bizarre because these are very positive cards, but I feel like you're not happy about this. Tell me some more about this. Page of Wands. Ten of Cups. Ace of Wands. You could have a child who's like, you're really worried about this child and what, like, how life is going to be for them. You really might be trying to be strong for this kid. Like, you're like, I have to overcome this because I have children, you know, or I want to help children. Like, if you don't have your own children, then it's like, there's something here about like the next generation or being like setting a good example. Setting a good example. Like, not losing hope with 10 of Cups and Ace of Wands. Not losing hope. Not losing hope. 10 of Cups, Ace of Wands, 5 of Cups. They're like, you are manifesting things to overcome. Things to conquer. So that you can set a good example for the next generation. I'm lost for the next generation. Okay. How does darling feel about this right now? Not happy. Like you don't know what to do. Like the opposite of free. The opposite of freedom. You're really worried about it. You're really nervous about it. Capricorn energy. Yeah. Maybe you were told some not good news. Like, I feel like you were told not good news, and now you're worried that you're not going to have the strength to overcome it. We got the King of Pentacles down here too. And we've got the Queen of Pentacles out for your signifier. So I feel like the way you're feeling is like, well, maybe this lifestyle that I've had, you know, this is just the consequence of my past behaviors. And it's almost like the way you're feeling defeated in a sense is like, this is just what I have to deal with, you know. Maybe I don't get to be someone who overcomes my past, you know, behaviors, my past lifestyles. Maybe I don't get to be someone who overcomes my addictions of some sort. It could be like food addiction or something that could have affected your health, right? And you're like, I'm trying to set a good example. I'm trying to overcome my addictions, but maybe I don't get to be the person who overcomes my addictions because that's just a consequence of my lifestyle. You almost feel like it feels like you almost feel upset with yourself because maybe when this all started happening, you were talking a lot about changing, about being different, about having hope again, right? About changing your path, right? Trying to choose balance. And now there's almost this feeling of regret for saying anything. You're like, I shouldn't have said a damn thing because look at what I'm in now. Like, it was stupid of me to assume that I could turn this around. Okay. Okay. Is that all you want me to do for this one? Yeah, you like don't believe that you can like manifest overcoming this. Look at this. Like 6 of Wands, 4 of Cups. You just like, you feel like whatever success in overcoming the situation, this problem looks like, you're not happy with it because it's not the way that you thought it was going to be. And so now you're like, I don't know what the point of trying to manifest better health or a better life is when it's not going to be the way that I thought it was going to be. It's different than what I thought it was going to be. Okay, I'm going to go to a new deck. Okay. Spirit. What energy is supporting darling to push through and overcome this challenge in their life? What support does darling have that you want to encourage them about? Or that you want them to be aware of? Six of Pentacles. Asking you shall receive. Whatever you ask for, if you ask for wisdom to overcome this, then you will be taught. You will be put in a situation to learn how to overcome this. If you ask for strength, then your strength will be put to the test so that you actually gain. It's like the gym. You know, like wanting to be strong, then having to put in the effort. Asking you shall receive. If you ask for a miracle, you'll be given a miracle. If you ask for divine guidance, you'll be given divine guidance. If you ask for the monetary help, you'll be given the monetary help. This is about humbling. It's funny because 6 of Wands was like the ego, like it's not turning out the way that you wanted to on the bottom of this other deck. 6 of Wands. But then what you're being given is lower your ego enough to ask for what you need. Ask for what you need. Think about it. Queen of Swords on the bottom. It's like, think about it. Write down what you know. Write it down. Write down what you feel about the situation now, so that you can process that and it's not just out here. Like, write down how you're feeling, and then write down how you want to feel. Write down what you want the outcome to be. Make a list. That is so powerful for you actually getting thoughts materialized on paper in this reality and not just up here. It's like a good step into grounding these things is writing it down. Okay? Or typing it out or something. Okay, but there's something here about like making a list. And think big. Think generous. Okay? Think generous. It's almost like you're scared to ask because you're just like worried that people are going to just like turn their back on you. That you're not going to have people support you. And that's what you need to overcome. That's what you need to overcome so that you can actually receive what you need. Okay. How else is darling being supported? 9 of Cups. I'm being drawn to the fact, okay, the 9 of Cups is like wish fulfillment. Again, ask and you shall receive. But it is also to me the independent emotional abundance card. Okay, this is satisfaction with yourself. This is taking care of your own emotional needs. This is living free to speak your heart, mind, and soul, right? This is complete self-honoring. So I feel like in asking for what you need, you are honoring yourself first and thus open and in the energy of having your needs honored because you're doing it first, right? Queen of Swords again. 3 of Wands. The Star. Another wish fulfillment. And we got the 3 of Swords on bottom. Queen of Wands. 10 of Cups. 6 of Wands. Okay. Some of you are too scared to hope. You're cut off from your hope, right? You're cut off from your hope. And this process that is working with you is saying, if you make a list and you have a plan and you take action on it with the 3 of Wands, that is you stepping into the energy of creating what you want, okay? It's almost like, you know, let's say that this is like health issues, right? Let's say that you, in your youthfulness, you know, feeling invincible in your childhood, maybe you, or like young adulthood, whatever, maybe you overate or you overindulged in, you know, really unhealthy food, heavily processed food, high fats, and you do have like clogged arteries or something. Or let's say that you overindulge in alcohol and so then you're having liver problems or kidney problems, right? There's like these after effects of overindulging and things like that. But maybe you felt invincible at one point. It wasn't on your radar, right? And so Spirit's like, but at some point, it's almost like we became worried about that, but not enough to stop it, you know? It's like when the addict just hates themselves because they can't stop doing what they're doing, right? And so Spirit is really emphasizing like the awareness of what problems could come from that, and then navigating in a place of self-hatred, thus overindulging in these addictions or these, you know, overindulgences was then like an energetic avalanche. Avalanche of snow. Snow freezes things in time. So it's like those thoughts and that energy was frozen and solidified. What can melt snow? It's the sun. The sun. Carefreeness. Carefreeness. It's almost like things, that feels like very, I want to be careful the way I'm saying that, because that seems like counterintuitive, especially when you're dealing with like addiction issues, possibly. I'm not going to say that. Spirit is emphasizing that like you can do the same thing for improving your health. It's not just one way. It's not an avalanche in a negative way. It can also be a windfall of abundance, a windfall of miracles. Okay? An avalanche is a natural disaster. It's a disaster, disease. Frozen water. Frozen, solidified. And if we get into a flow state, which is your spirit ignited, feeling excited, feeling the possibility, feeling the warmth, not cold and detached, from possibilities. When you bring in the fire, you thaw the snow and it melts into water, which flows. There's something about a flow state to help you manifest ease and hope and renewal and possibilities. Okay? There's something here. Yeah. It's like you can turn around any situation, even health related, like you can turn it around in some way and still live a very abundant, satisfying, exuberant life. This isn't out of the realm of possibilities for you just because you're dealing with health problems or heart problems or something like that. Okay? Spirit, like the energy alongside you is wanting to help you get out of feeling this disempowerment. It's to help you trust again. Trust yourself. So Spirit's saying like a lot of this could have to do with you needing to trust yourself. Maybe feeling like you can't overcome what you're dealing with. Like feeling upset with yourself for your past choices and what led you down this avenue of these issues arising and what's manifesting in your life. You're upset with yourself because you weren't taking care of yourself. Mind, body, soul. You weren't taking care of yourself. You were being frivolous in some way. You weren't taking care of yourself. So now it's like you're upset with life, okay? I saw 33 on the clock. You're upset with life, you're upset with the possibilities, but really what you're upset with is that you feel like you can't trust yourself to make better choices, to be in a more productive, healthy energy, right? And this is something that you're spiritually trying to work through, is trust with yourself so that then you can trust the reality that you're manifesting to be better. I'm going to share a story, okay, that happened to my mother. I guess it was around, how many years ago was that? Maybe 14 years ago, okay? Man, my family's been coming up and I just dreamt about them last night. And if you don't know my backstory, I'm estranged from my birth family. But anyways, okay. I'm going to share her story, okay? Because it's a miracle. It's a miracle. About 14 years ago, my grandfather passed away. He died of cancer, okay? And my mom was there. My mom was there and found him the next morning, and it was just a whirlwind, right? It was a whirlwind. And she was there. His mom was still alive. She's, suffered with dementia, and he was taking care of her while also dealing with cancer. And then obviously my mom went up there to help, at a certain point, help. And so she's processing the grief of her father while also taking care of my, her grandmother, my great grandmother at the time, and with dementia, and processing the whole death proceedings and legal everything. And at some point, she had a heart attack. I forget what they call it. It's like, I forget what the actual term is, but it's the type of heart attack that happens from heartbreak, okay? Broken heart disease or something like that. So she had a grief-related heart attack. And it was awful. So she was hospitalized for weeks in a different state, and was finally sent back home. And she was terrified to do any activity for months, okay? She pretty much just laid in bed for a long time and didn't do much because she was worried about dying, her heart giving out. And at some point, miserable, just miserable, she said, enough's enough. Like, enough's enough. I'm not just gonna lay down and die in my bed. That's not a life. So she was scared, but she got up and she started doing Zumba workouts, okay? And she was terrified. She was so scared of how her heart was gonna be, but she did it. And then she did it again the next day, and again the next day. And a few months went by, and she went and saw her, cardiologist, and they did a scan over her heart, and there was no evidence of her ever having a heart attack. There was once evidence of it. They sent it from Missouri, and there was evidence when they checked it down here too. Obviously, like, there was many times where she was scared and she went back to the hospital down here in Texas, and it is what it is. Can't do anything about it. But after some time, there was all traces of signs of her heart attack just gone. It was a miracle. It was a miracle. She believes in a Christian God that helped her with that. I support that with her, I believe she manifested a better life for herself and empowerment. Maybe it's a blend of the two. I think everything's possible. But I just feel like Spirit wants to emphasize here that just because it looks like it's one way doesn't mean it absolutely has to be that way. If you need to spend time resting and processing everything, that's okay. Again, my mom was basically bedridden for months before she got sick and tired of it and said, this isn't any way to live. If it kills me, it kills me. I'm not going to lay down and die. If I get up and it kills me, at least I was doing something. At least I was doing something instead of just rotting and worrying and stressing. So take your time to rest. Take your time to take care of yourself. And when you're ready to rise back up, the universe has you. The universe has you. Okay? And you have yourself. You can trust yourself. You can. Sometimes things like this shake up our life to remind us what's important and to get us back on track, right? This is a time for you to overcome, to persevere. It's okay if you need the rest first. Okay? This may also be for someone who's like feeling bad that they might need to take a rest. Maybe you feel bad that like you're trying to look strong, you're trying to be strong, but your body or your mind or your emotions are not ready. They're not ready. It's like trying to run a marathon when you just fractured, your femur. You're like, okay, I got the cast on, let's go. No. It's okay that you can't run that marathon today. Give yourself 6 months for that femur to heal. Get the cast off. Do physical therapy. Build back up your strength and run that marathon with a formerly fractured femur and the challenges that come with that. And show yourself how much stronger you actually are than even just someone who's running a marathon. It takes a strong person to run a marathon in the first place, right? Even with peak health. I will never run a marathon, okay? Never. Ever. I have so much respect for people who can do that. Now imagine what it would take to run a marathon, having overcome what you did, and how much of an inspiration could you be to yourself? How much trust could you have in yourself, in the universe, and how much of an example could you be for those around you in the next generation, overcoming your challenges? Your challenges are here to strengthen you. But first, you have to honor the fact that these challenges need processing time too. Okay? I'm going to leave this here. Spirit, do you want to close us out with any messages? Any oracles? Healing energy oracles. Okay. Okay, Spirit, what healing energy oracles do you want Darling to be aware of? All of those? Alright, I'll do it, because it sounds like my darling really needs it. Wisdom. God has a plan for me. I live here, now knowing beauty is to come. I don't force things to happen faster than the universe has decided for me. I learn from my experience, take small steps in faith, and succeed, thanks to all my efforts. I just clinged my selenite. Ding! Shining light. My desire to improve myself transforms fear into strength. I raise my thoughts above doubt and find faith in the goodness of the universe. I love and accept myself as a soul, and I discover the light that dwells in me. Learning to love myself. I choose to see the beauty in me. My wealth lies in my nature and potential. I transform my weaknesses into strengths. I realize that I am a being of light, and I allow myself to shine. Gratitude. $11:44 on the timer, or 44:11 on the timer. I'm aware of the light in my life. I direct my thoughts to the beauty in and around me. I give thanks for every little thing that brings me joy. Thus I enlighten my thoughts. Riches surround me, and I appreciate all that life brings me. Balance. I find a balance between each sphere of my life. I am the master of my daily life. I make time to nourish the spiritual and the physical. I bring love to my world by fulfilling the needs of my body and soul. Success. I grow and thrive in the universe. I discover the purity of my heart and the higher wisdom that guides me toward victory. I direct my thoughts toward clarity and nurture wisdom, love, and goodness within me. I am free now and I succeed in my life. At the bottom we have the divine fruit. That'd be looking like a plum. That sounds so good. As I work to improve and free myself, I strengthen my foundations. My intellect is light, my heart is warmth, and my soul is strength. I am nurtured by the divine sun. The fruit I bear reflects my inner light. I hope that this reading was helpful for you. And I want you to know that whatever you're going through, whatever challenges you are facing right now, mind, body, soul, I believe in you and I'm here for you, and I'm super impressed and proud of you for being receptive to this energy, and I hope that it gives you something to push forward, to allow yourself to rest, to allow yourself to rise when the time is necessary. And I just want you to know that I see you, I believe in you, and I hope that you ask for what you need. Okay? If you are dealing with health problems or something and you need financial help, please feel free to leave your GoFundMe or something like that in the comments, so that anyone in this community who reads this or whatever, watches this, who wants to help, can help. We can all help each other. Okay? I think that it's super important for us to rise to the occasion when we can and help each other when necessary. There's enough for everyone, you know. There's enough for everyone, and I feel like helping is such a sacred experience. So, yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna leave this here. I hope that you have a great rest of your day, a wonderful rest of the week, or a fantastic life, and I hope to see you tomorrow for Taco Tuesday. But honestly, like, if this reading resonated for you, I wouldn't blame you if you don't see that one, because, you know, I don't know, maybe it'll be different than usual. I feel like most of my Taco Tuesday and Thoughtful Thursday readings have been romantic leaning, but we'll see what tomorrow brings. Could be different. Sometimes it's not romantic. But yeah. Anyways, hope to see you then. If not, that's okay. I hope that I love you. I love you so much. I love you. It's 1:23 on the clock, 1:23. I love you. Take care. And ta-ta.